Welcome back to the 128 KB podcast. We are back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
I always said your line for you.
You can do it. It's fine. I'm just going to chill. Yeah. I'm just going to watch you this time.
Okay, well, fine. It's kind of what we're here for. This is your weekly dose of all things gaming, where we sit back, relax, and put the world to rights one game at a time. Yes, Andy.
Yeah.
How's your week in gaming been?
Wow. I've been spending a lot of time after... Well, I'm still playing Metroid, obviously. Not as much as I want to. You know, I still want to play it some more. But I have been playing it. And because of Metroid, I've been on like a mouse mode, like... I don't know, fever dream. I was just like, this is so good. I can't go back to controller right now. I've gone like full mouse everything.
Hell.
It's really weird. Like, I think I mentioned before on the last podcast or the podcast before, my thumbs have just detached from my brain. And for some reason, I can't aim with a controller anymore. It took me ages to go from mouse to controller. And now I've just reverted back and I can't aim at all. So with Metroid Prime coming, just thought I'd try mouse mode, and now it's like unlocked, like, oh wow, I can play games again, like even better than before, because obviously mouse is always superior to joystick. I've just kind of, for the ease, just been joysticking it. And now I'm like, okay, mouse mode's everything. So I've been playing Cyberpunk on the Switch 2 with mouse mode. I've been playing Red Dead, the new Switch 2, because it's a free upgrade to Switch 2. And I've got the physical for the Switch 1 that came out like 2-3 years ago. So I was like, I wonder if I get a free upgrade, which I do. So I was like, okay, I've got a mouse mode this. Oh my God, it's so much better. So much better.
I like Metroid, and like certain like first-person shooters, totally get it. But I would have never considered Red Dead.
Yeah, because
mouse mode.
Yeah, because it's still like, you know, it's old Western. You're aiming with rifles and stuff. It is infinitely better. And even because I was thinking, okay, the aiming's going to be good, but like riding horseback and stuff's going to suck. Like, do you know what I mean? Like just going around. No, I was totally wrong. Like, it's just infinitely better. And the Switch is like what all these PC handhelds want to be, you know, because you get like an actual PC experience. But, you know, I do want to do a whole video on this. So I don't want to give away too much.
It's saving yourself.
Yeah, that's it. So my weekend game has been kind of a bit of an eye-opener of like my PC origins. And so it's been interesting. How about yours?
New levels unlocked.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Not playing Metroid Prime as much as I want to, basically.
Same then.
Yeah. Like I really want to get deep in it. I've watched a lot of videos about it, and I know we did a whole thing like not understanding what the dislike for it is.
Yeah.
And that seems to have carried across to what a lot of other like content creators have said about it as well.
I've been looking,
and I don't get it.
Yeah, I've been looking at so many like user comments and stuff online. So Reddit, Facebook, you know, Twitter. Mainly on Facebook, because I'm in like a lot of different groups. I'm in a lot of Metroid focused groups, but then I'm also in a lot of like Switch groups, handheld groups, just general gaming groups, just always like subtly looking. I never like comment and
stalking.
Yeah, that's it. So I've been seeing, because I was thinking, okay, the Metroid one's going to be biased. You know, they're going to be like, nah, it's the best thing ever. But looking across all of these groups, it just looks like everyone thinks the same. Like, what is the hate for this game? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's really weird. So there's been a lot of people that I keep seeing, like, I'm never listening to the internet again because this game is incredible, you know? And I totally get it. I mean, I do kind of agree in a way that the desert bit isn't my favorite. Now that I'm actually there and I'm in it, it's fun, don't get me wrong. And I do also think the whole, like, no music in the desert thing sucks unless you got the amiibo. When we did the podcast last week, I didn't realize that there was no music unless you had I thought it was just the player, so like you could change radio stations. No, there's no music. So it's just ambient noises, and it kind of sucks. And I don't want to unbox my amiibo to get music. Like, you know, it's just staying in the box, like somewhere up on the shelf behind me. And I was just like, oh man, this is kind of annoying. I do like the bike, Viola or whatever it's called, and I enjoy the mechanic. I enjoy the shooting mechanic on it, like the battling mechanic. But yeah, the desert's a little bit barren. It kind of didn't need to be there. I got invited to like put my feedback to Nintendo via an email, like first come first serve. What are your thoughts on Prime 4? And I don't even care about the Federation people. Do you know what I mean? They're fine. Like they don't bother me at all. My issue is actually, I think, with the desert. And again, it's fine. I just think it could have not been there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I'm really enjoying the game, so don't get me wrong. And I'm glad to see a lot of user reviews, just online comments and stuff, being like, I'm not listening to the internet again because it's great. I'm so glad about that. Even one of my PC friends that's PC only is now playing it and is like, this is incredible. Like, how is this a Switch game? I'm like, yep, yeah, exactly. That they're playing on an ultra-wide PC via certain means. I was like, how have you got that already? Like, what?
How has that happened already?
It's there, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man, the internet's wild, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And they tend to get a bad rap for being like the copyright police, but I kind of understand it when stuff like that happens. Like, a game's less than 2 weeks old and it's already...
yeah, it's
already out there.
Yep.
It's kind of wild, isn't it?
Yep, yeah.
What's your I don't want to open the can of worms too much, right? But, like, I have this weird feeling about, like, emulation in general.
Okay.
Beyond the preservation of, like, your old games.
Yeah.
When it is just for getting around certain... I'm trying to be delicate with what I say here. Getting around certain things like that person you may or may not know may or may not done. I feel like I'm cheating. Yeah. Whenever I've played a game in that way, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, to me personally, I don't like that idea. Like, this all comes back to like 2000s LimeWire music.
Yes,
right.
Exactly the same feeling.
I was very much against it, but then equally, I kind of understand. Like, people would illegally download an album, let's say, listen to it. Yep. And then go and buy it. That I think is totally fair. I'm like, fine. You know, like, you are now supporting them. You've gone, you know what, that is decent and whatever. And if you're money limited, you know, then that's fair. And I know a lot of people that do, you know, shadily play games on, you know, via certain means, and then eventually they will go and buy it. And I even see it with Steam reviews. What game was it? I just bought The Evil Within, which is a horror game from like 2014 by one of the original Resident Evil creators. This game completely went over my head. I didn't even know about it. Like, I don't know how or why.
I've not really seen anything. I've seen it.
Yeah. And
so when you say it is, I know what it is.
I saw it on like a game compilation thing of games that need remastering. And I saw this game and I went, this looks phenomenal. And then it was like, I looked into it and saw it was by original Resi. I was like, okay, that's why I like it. And I bought the game for like £1. You know, it was like £1 something. I was like, okay, I'm just buying that. And when I was looking at the reviews on Steam, people were like, I've played this game like 5 times illegally, and now I've like finally bought it and stuff. Just so, do you know what I mean? So in that way, I think if you finally buy it, I get it. Like, if you're money conscious, like, or just really restrained in any way, I think for the people that just download it to be like assholes, like, and never give any money to the devs or whatever, I feel like that's pretty mean, especially when it's like indie games people are like ripping off. Like, I feel like it's totally unfair for preservation of games that you cannot purchase anymore. Totally, like, fair game. I'm all for that. Preserve the gaming history. But for a game that just come out, like,
yes,
it's a bit shady.
It just feels, in my head, it feels dirty.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
I'm glad you brought up the LimeWire, like, music back in the day, kind of Napster thing.
Yeah.
Because that's how I felt about stuff back then as well.
Me too, yeah.
I didn't like it. It's like, yeah, you can have all the stuff, but, like, you've not got it. It's like not like you've had to wait for it and, like, then go and buy it. You've just... And I'd see people, and now with games, I see people with libraries of thousands of games.
Yes.
Like, well, you couldn't possibly have played these all. You're just hoarding it.
Yeah.
Just for its own sake. And then you're playing it on hardware that it wasn't built for, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, older games, okay, that's a different conversation. I'm kind of talking more specifically about games that have just come out.
Yeah, brand new games, yeah.
So playing Prime 4 on PC, in my head, you're missing the experience. And it might be a really archaic or minority view on the whole thing, but like, yeah, I don't get it.
No. Again, I kind of get it for certain use cases, but I think a lot of people will just download it because they can, and that's it. Like,
yeah,
meh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's no surprise that Nintendo are like hot on it, and I mean, I think they probably go over the top on certain things. That guy in Italy that got arrested,
raided. Yeah. That was making an example, wasn't it? Like, wow.
Yeah.
Like that was mad.
And yes, here it is, the MOBAPAD Shitu 2 Pro controller, which is going on pre-order sale on December the 18th. We don't actually have it in hand yet, but let me tell you a little bit about it. It's on paper the perfect Switch 2 Pro controller alternative. If you want that Pro controller feel and all of the great stuff that offers you, but at a slightly more budget price with some cool added specs, then this is definitely one to look at. And we know that we all love MOBAPAD and the stuff they do for the Nintendo systems. It's got HD linear motors for that proper Nintendo rumble. It's got Omron mechanical buttons for that clicky response. But the real super feature here is those joysticks. They're called the TMR glide sticks. They're not just Hall effect, but TMR, which we know, I'm not going to bore you with the physics too much, but we know they give you a more precise and smooth feel and use less power than Hall effects. And they've got this new LSR track system, which is their liquid silicone rubber, which sits around the base of the joystick, which gives you that smooth premium feel that we've seen on the Switch 2 Pro controller as well. They've developed their own version of it, and it is incredible. Zero drift, up to 1,000 hertz polling rate when plugged in, buttery smooth for aiming, arguably the best stick technology on the market right now too. So really, this is an upgrade from the Switch 2 Pro controller, but what's going to sit at a more competitive price point and from a brand that we absolutely love. It's a bleeding edge controller that we all need for that new hardware. And I'll remind you, pre-orders go live on December the 18th with them shipping on January the 1st. What better way to start the new year with your new Switch 2 than with the new MOBAPAD controller? Hit the link in the description so you can get your pre-orders in, and by doing so you'll be directly supporting what we do at 128KB. And of course, as always, thank you to MOBAPAD for sponsoring this video. I kind of wanted to frame this whole episode, right? As we're at the end of the year as well, we're everyone's kind of winding down and getting reflective and nostalgic for what was 2025.
Wow.
We've got some videos planned about that as well. But it was, of course, at the time of recording this, the Game of the Year Awards last night / this morning. For you guys, it would have been a couple of days back last week.
Yeah.
I don't want to rehash everything, but we'll talk about some of the things that were announced and some of the winners. But what I also wanted to do was talk about some of our Game of the Years as well.
Yeah.
I think it'd be quite nice because one thing that was absolutely certain with the Game of the Year Awards last night is A, everyone knew what was going to happen with who won, and B, it always seems to be the case that one game just always wins everything and everyone else gets forgotten.
Yes. Yep.
What was the game the year before? Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, I believe it was. Even though that game had been out for years.
It won everything, didn't it?
Yeah.
It always seems to be there's one game that dominates.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that the game that dominated this year wasn't deserving, because it was easily the best game of the year, but it won everything.
Yeah, that's what surprised me, is just the sheer number of awards.
Just everything.
Yeah.
Before getting to that, I have an issue.
Oh no, what's that?
I love the fact that we have this gala event for gaming, and there's this everyone looks at this one thing, and it's kind of independent of publishers and stuff.
Oh, I know the issue.
It's just,
we weren't invited.
What? There's two issues I've got. Where's our invite, first of all?
Come on.
I'm going to send this to, what's his name? Jeff, is it?
Yeah, Jeff Keighley, yeah.
Give us an invite, because then it actually solves the second issue that I've got, which is the main one.
Okay, yeah.
The world doesn't revolve around America. Can I just say that?
Yes. Yeah.
I know that everyone, like, there's a lot there, but the world isn't all there. So running it during the night in America means it's impossible for everyone else to watch it. It's like the worst time for things to happen.
It's literally like, what time did it start last night? Like something insane.
I'm sure that the stream started at midnight here.
Yeah, so it
maybe 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it ended
late.
Like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. here.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
It's impossible to watch.
Yeah, there's no way. And then you can't like enjoy it because you wake up and you're getting spammed with all these notifications on every social media platform, like notifications on YouTube, just be like spoilers. Do you know what I mean? Like here's either the winners or new games. I'm like, oh, what? I didn't even get to see that. You know, like it's just now I know. Cool. Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean, find a better time zone to base it in is what I'm kind of getting at. Just so like everyone can enjoy it, because there's just no way we can. And I watch all the American content creators like being able to live stream it or, you know, or be there. And you're like, there's no way being based in Europe that you could engage with it at all.
No. And
even if you could, like what you're putting out for people that are asleep.
Yeah, and it's a Thursday night. So it's not even like we could stay up and make a big event of it. You know what I mean? Like you got school or work or whatever you got the next day. So you're not going to be up until like 4 a.m. Do you know what I mean? Because you got to be up in a couple of hours for life.
If they did it tonight on a Friday night, then it'd be loads easier.
I think it was more acceptable.
Stay up for it.
I wouldn't because it's too late. But you know, but it would make it easier for people.
Yeah, it would.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So first up, the things that we're missing. I'm just going to complain about stuff at the start. Okay. There's one big one that's missing, and it's missing every year. It's been missing every year for like 20 years.
What's
Halo
that?
3.
Oh, Halo 3. Half-Life 3. I was going to say Halo 3.
Half-Life 3. Yeah, Half-Life 3. Everyone was saying it's going to be the Game Awards. Obviously, it wasn't going to be.
It just annoys me so much about that.
If they're going to ever announce that game, it's going to be their own thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are their own thing. They always have been.
It will just get announced like when they finally release the release date of like the Steam machine or something like that. Why would it be here? I don't know. They're effectively a hardware manufacturer now, not a games company. You know, Valve. They haven't made a game in like since Half-Life 2. I know they have, but you know, it feels like that. Why would it be here? Like all these rumors for the past like few months saying like Half-Life 3 at Games of the Year is like, I'm just not even like considering that as a realistic. It's just, you know, for jokes, isn't it? Like people can't believe that. Surely.
It was announced. It was confirmed in one of the interviews that there's going to be a developer direct from Xbox in January.
Oh, I missed
which
that.
Is only a few weeks away. Yeah, so we're going to get a developer direct in January from Xbox.
Oh.
Is that going to be the one where we finally see Switch 2 games?
Maybe. Is it going to be a repeat of the last one where they just bash AMD?
Yes.
Because that's what they did.
Their new multi-year partner.
Like, I still don't understand what happened with that. Like, it was this whole business, like, direct. And they were like, oh, just by the way, AMD, you suck. Like, we don't like you anymore. Let's carry on with the show. And we're like, what? And then later they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're like just signed with AMD again. And now they've just paired with them to help create AMD Redstone, like with the, you know, FSR 4 stuff with the frame gen and all that kind of stuff. And they're like all like happy about it. Like, we've helped co-develop Redstone. It's like, a minute ago you were saying you didn't like these guys. I don't know what's going on.
It was so weird. It was so weird.
Odd.
Yeah, is that going to be the one where we finally see Xbox embracing Switch 2?
Probably.
I just thought it's interesting. Over the past few weeks, there's been more and more talk about it. Old Reggie, the former Nintendo America CEO, he was talking in interviews about his surprise how Xbox haven't embraced Switch 2 yet.
Yeah.
And obviously the dev kits is the problem. That came up again in all these stories.
Yeah.
That they've been very slow at releasing their SDKs for third-party developers. And it's playing out that way, isn't it? That's how it seems.
Yeah, it's a shame because our hype for the Switch 2 was highly centered around the support we knew was coming from Microsoft, which are like the biggest publisher like ever now. So we were fully expecting all of these games, including Call of Duty, to drop like almost immediately after the Switch 2. Like you would have thought they would have had all this planned before the release of a new system, like 7-8 years like since the first one. You would have thought like 2 years ago or more they would have been giving Microsoft like dev kits, like get to work on this, so that when we drop a console, bam, there's like loads of stuff. But no, and it just kept never happening. Like we're like, where's all the Microsoft games? And it's only like real slow dribs and drabs of like Ubisoft being like, we got dev kit, check out our games, because they're the only ones that work on Switch 2. Like it's weird.
It does seem like Ubisoft must have been one of the first to get them, because they've been really good at having super well optimized games for Switch 2. And we talked about pre-Switch 2, like say in our excitement before it was coming out, about these third-party AAA games that could come over, and the fact that because it's such a closed and consistent system, they'll be able to develop specifically for it, aim at its limitations, and you'd get these well-optimized experiences. Ubisoft have shown us how possible that is. I was going to say in the game that's behind you, but it's not. I thought Outlaws was playing behind you as we were talking about it.
No, that's Red Dead.
But it's not. It's Red Dead. But you've seen the possibilities, and the Xbox and specifically the Microsoft games aren't there yet. They will come. It was obviously a slower thing. That's why I'm thinking about this January Direct, and is that when we finally start to see announcements happening?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's a likely thing of at least them talking about it, even if it's not like an official like. Because did you say it was one of the Business Insider things?
Apparently it's a developer direct.
A developer,
rather than a business.
Okay. Well, then maybe. We've already seen that. What was it in the last Xbox Direct, where the first game was coming and it showed every system? Do you remember we were quite shocked about them being like on PlayStation, on Switch?
Yeah,
they did
they
mention
were really
Switch.
Pretty much all the games they did. Yeah.
Maybe we start seeing more next year.
The Switch needs it, because here's the thing that I hand on heart believe, and I know we've not been giving a lot of love to the Switch 2 recently because of everything that's been released at the end of this year. But when I look ahead to like 2026, I think if those specifically if those Microsoft games and those AAA games in general start to come over, I think the Switch 2 is the perfect console that exists. I think if you were going to have a one and done, I think it would be that. Yes, the performance isn't the highest. It's not going to be the best ray traced graphics, of course not. But for the combination of ease, for different play styles, for having access to the widest array of games at that point, I think it's unrivaled. And the value.
Yeah.
I mean, it punches so far above its price point in that moment that it's impossible to ignore. But it all depends on those games coming.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
Reggie was also saying in those interviews about how Nintendo. It was very interesting because it was clearly like him hinting at stuff without having to say maybe with the insider information that he might or might not know. But he's saying he doesn't see Xbox as a genuine competitor to any of the consoles. In fact, that they are more of they more sit alongside rather than being a competitor now. And that Nintendo have never and will never position itself as a direct competitor to PlayStation.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how we've always framed it as well. They don't compete.
Yeah. Nintendo
they're not
interested
interested
in
in compete.
Yeah.
But I thought it's interesting because it was said in the same context of and in the same moments of like why Xbox haven't embraced Switch 2 yet. Like, so isn't that interesting? Will we see PlayStation games on Nintendo?
I highly doubt
some of those
it.
PC releases. Yeah,
no.
It's an interesting.
It will come
thought,
to PC because PC gamers are a different breed. Do you know what I mean? But I think PlayStation, as much as Nintendo don't look at competition, PlayStation will, absolutely, because their only direct line of competition is Nintendo. Like Xbox isn't even in the running anymore. Like, when you look at console like sales and stuff, like Sony are going to be looking at Nintendo and go, if we release games on that, there is no reason for someone to have a PlayStation as well. So like, I don't think they would do that. Microsoft have to release everywhere because they are just a publisher now, but I don't think
if we were
Sony
having this, the thing to challenge that thought is if we were having this conversation 5 years ago, we wouldn't have considered PlayStation games on PC at all.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. Yeah, but again, PC players are PC players. Do you know what I mean? They don't give a crap about console. Yeah. So, I see it as a separate thing entirely.
I wouldn't be shocked to see some old games coming.
It would be wicked if they do. I'm all for it. I'm trying to think like from Sony's perspective. I mean like
old games, like when you look at like Ghost of Tsushima or something like. So it's like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
And you go, that's no longer selling consoles. That game.
Yeah. I think it makes sense for them to do. Which is what they've done with
PC, isn't it?
Yeah, they would survive better, I feel like, if they diversified more and did a bit more like Microsoft's doing. I just feel like they will lose Sony. Like when you think of PlayStation, they're the only one that's cared about exclusivity. They're the only one that's pulled out of cross-platform games because they're like, actually, no, we're better than that. You have to play on PlayStation. Like the amount of times where they've said yes to a multiplat and then they've pulled out. So I feel like they're so up themselves that they will be like, we can't possibly do that until the last minute when they will have to. Like, and I'm thinking about, again, Stellar Blade, and 19 times faster to hit the 3 million sales on PC versus what's sold on PlayStation. There's going to be a point where the sales start dwindling, probably, on PlayStation, and they might have to start thinking about putting stuff on Switch.
And I think about so many games like that, that like Stellar Blade's a really good example. You know how well that would sell on Switch.
Oh yeah.
Like when the player base for Switch 2 is there, you know how well that game would sell on Switch.
There's so many hentai games on Switch, it would fit right in.
One thing I'm definitely sad about this year with the Switch 2 generation, whilst we're still there, is that they didn't clean up the eShop. They didn't clean house, did they? It's probably worse than ever.
Maybe. I think it has got better, but
God, it was worse before.
Oh yeah. The Nintendo one was terrible. Switch one, but it's definitely got better at hiding it, if not stopping it.
Yeah.
Like I reckon there probably is less being filtered out into the shop. And what I mean by that is there's less going on there than before, where it was just like everything was being dumped. But they've certainly, like, or at least on mine, from my experience, I'm not getting shown anywhere near as much of that stuff that I would see on the Switch one.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't just go, right, well, we need a full team on here just to clean house, because it flies in the face of everything that this Switch, you would imagine, represents, which is kind of family-friendly fun, isn't it, first?
It's all family-friendly fun. Yeah. Everyone loves a bit of family hentai.
Are family-friendly,
yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's great.
I don't see the problem with it, personally. Okay, announcements.
Yeah.
Announcements are important.
Yeah.
Because there was some big announcements at the Game of the Year Awards.
Yeah, there was. There was indeed.
We've got them written down in front of us
because
I've got the memory of a calendar. I don't know who's starting in chronological order, or do you want to start at like the thing you're most excited for? Because I know what it is, because you've written it in capitals.
Oh, have I?
Yeah. And to be fair, it was the standout thing of the whole.
Yeah, it's hands down the standout thing for me, by far. And then everything else was pretty exciting as well. So yeah, I suppose we can jump straight into that one.
Resident Evil 9.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening, Andy?
Leon! He's back.
Leon!
Yeah. So after Capcom being like on social media going, no, we're not telling you, like, no, because there's all these leaks and stuff happening recently. And they were coming out officially being like, don't listen to it. Like, you know, basically trying to say, no, he's not back. Because supposedly they're killing him off. Like, well, not like killing him off, but like he's not going to be in the games like for much longer. And kind of feels that way from looking at this one because he's older now. Like you can tell that they've made him considerably older. And it's so funny because they're like, Leon, don't do anything too crazy or something like that. And then he's like, that cuts to him doing like backflips and stuff. I'm like, dude, you're in your 50s now, man. And he's like, he's like acrobatic and like, you know. But I was like, okay, whatever. But I'm so hyped for this because I didn't think Leon was going to be back at all in this one. I thought, okay, it kind of makes sense. I mean, obviously this one's set in Raccoon City, so I was hoping, just like everyone else, but I thought maybe he'll be like a glancing side piece. You know, like you see him in a cutscene or something, but he's not really in it. Yeah, exactly. But no, he's playable, and you got a chainsaw. You know, like I was like, sick.
I was really glad they showed because it was also most of these trailers were all like rendered CGI parts. But that was one of the first moments that I saw anyway that was like just game at the end was gameplay.
This is the first time we've properly seen it. Yeah.
And it's like chainsaw. Like, yes, it is. Go, Leon.
Yeah. So it looks sick. I mean, I really like the look of this. When you look at like 7 and 8, they're totally different. You know, with no zombies really. That's like the mold spores. That are like affecting people and creating all this weird stuff. This one feels like, well, we're back in Raccoon City. It looks like we've got zombies again, you know, as well as like standard mutations and stuff going down. But I'm so hyped that Leon's back. Like, because I was thinking...
And mansions.
And mansions, more mansions, bring them back. Because I was thinking if he is gone, then the last time we saw Leon was like Resi 6. I was like, ugh. Like, Resi 6 kind of sucks. Like, that's probably my least favourite Resident Evil game. So,
do you think this is the end? Do you think they'll kill him off in this?
Maybe, yeah. It would
be
make
a beautiful
sense.
way to do it.
Yeah, I think it would make sense if they really want him gone, just make it finite. You know, like, kill him off.
Why? In my head, like, I dip in and out of Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
But in my head, he is the protagonist of the games.
Yeah. He's the
It's
favorite.
almost like, it's almost like he's the Rick Grimes if it was The Walking Dead. You know? It's his kind of story almost.
Yeah.
Why would they want to kill him off?
I think it's just because they spent so long rehashing the same kind of stories.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and the same characters, like, you got Chris and Claire and Ada and Leon and all the kind of like classic people. So that's why like 7 was such a shock, because totally different, like a whole new cast, like that we've never seen before. And I think it really worked. Like, we got Ethan and all of that story, and it continues on with 7. I'm trying to stop myself from spoiling those games, but they like spin off from the main cast, and then everyone knows about in 7 Chris is in it because he's in like the trailers and everything. So Chris is in there, whether he's good, whether he's bad, another story. I'm not going to spoil it. But so they kind of try to stray away from the mainline casting, and each time you see them, they're getting older. So that it's not like they're 20 forever. It's not like Mario where he's just going to be infinitely old, the same age. So it feels like they are trying to get to a point where they're like, 7 was like the testing the waters of, can we get away with not having mainline people in it? And it was phenomenal. And then 8, they were like, okay, let's keep doing that. And then like 9, we've got someone totally new again. We've got this FBI agent. I can't think of her name. I want to say Ashley, but it's not, because that's Resident Evil 4. But, you've got this new girl in 9. And I actually really like it, because playing 7 and 8, I loved those stories. And I didn't care that it wasn't the mainline people. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't pining for Leon or anything. I wasn't like, oh, this sucks because it's not the main cast. So I feel like they can get away with introducing new people. I don't know why they would want to kill them off, though. I feel like they could forever be little Easter eggs in new stories. But who knows? But I really like the look of the direction of 9. Requiem. Really excited.
Yeah. It looks cool. It looks cool. There was 2 Star Wars games.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 Star Wars games.
Fate of the Old Republic. I mean, we learned very little about what this was.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. Like, this is going to...
It looks like a big one.
It's clearly going to be for the people that like Knights of the Old Republic, which is like the fan favourite. I played that so many times, like a long time ago. It's old now. I wouldn't even recommend going back and playing it, really, because unless you're like from that era, it's going to kind of suck.
PS2, that era, wasn't it? Knights of the Old Republic?
I want to even say PS1. But it might be PS2. Yeah, it's old. Like really old. But this looks cool from the CGI we've seen. I kind of hate CGI trailers.
I do as well.
But I'm still like excited that we know about a thing.
Yeah, it was I'm glad it didn't go on for a long time. I think I hate them more when they're really like drawn out, like 3-4 minute jobs.
Oh, what, like Divinity?
This was just kind of. I'll get to it. Yeah, exactly like Divinity. Because it's when they're long, you're waiting for like, well, what is this? Is this a strategy game or is this a first person? Is it a third person?
What is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
Just showing us the world and how dark or beautiful or exciting it is doesn't really do anything beyond like, oh, that looks like a style that I like.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it wasn't drawn out with Fate of the Old Republic, but it does leave us with way more questions than answers.
Oh yeah.
It could be really cool. I generally lean on the being excited for Star Wars games side of things.
I think this is going to be great. I think it will be a return to form for people that didn't like Outlaws. Even though I still stand by that I really enjoy that game. But,
again, I often find myself on the fringes with these things and just going, I don't understand why it was so disliked.
Yeah, I understand why, but this will be a return to form for people that just want a lightsaber and just feel like a god and just hack through everything.
Which is cool.
It's cool.
It's cool.
The next one then was Galactic Racer. And
I
really loved the original from like GameCube or whenever it was, and they actually re-released this on Switch alongside, I want to say, Knights of the Old Republic. It might not be. They did a combo.
I think so.
It was the commando thing where you play as the stormtroopers. I can't remember. Also an amazing game, but sorry, I'm sidetracking here. They released the Pod Racer game, whatever it was called, that was old on the Switch, and I obviously rebought that because I used to play that a long time ago, and I really enjoy that racer. So
I think it's cool.
Seeing a new one, all for it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we've said before, like I love gravity racing games in general.
That. Yes.
Set it in a Star Wars universe? Yes, please. Yes. I'm all over that.
Yep,
yeah,
me too.
It's cool as. The cool thing with those games, in general, with gravity racing games, is that you can pick them up and play them for 5 seconds on the easiest mode, on the easiest level, and have a blast.
Yep.
So it's got that pick up and play ability of like an arcade game. But also, you want to go deep and you want to get like into it and complete it and get to the harder levels. It's there for you as well.
Yeah, that's what I love about them too.
Yeah, I love that. So if you're ever, it's a game that you can play like a normal game and really get into it and complete. But also, it's a game that's always there for you just to pick up and play at any moment. That's cool as.
Yeah.
There's not enough of those in the world.
Yeah. That's what I've always felt like. I like gravity races a lot because there's always that kind of arcade vibe to them.
Yeah.
Whereas like proper races, I feel like are too simulation-y. And you can't
They've
pick up
all
and
gone
play.
that way. Yeah.
You've got to learn how to fricking change the gears and whatever on the car. And it's like, oh man, I don't
not
want
interested.
To do this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let me go fast, and that's it. And gravity races always give me that vibe. So I'm hyped for this.
That kind of esports generation that we're in now, where it's like a competitive sport and it's got like a professional element to it. I think that's ruined a lot of sports games in general.
Yeah.
What you would consider sports games, competitive games, where they all become very simmy, and it's all about the realism and the, like you say, having to be like, oh, I need to change the gear ratios.
Yeah, I don't care for any of that.
I want to go real fast. I want to blast people.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't want to drive a Peugeot 206 like around. Like I did that on my driving test like 20 years ago. Like I don't want to do that. It was
rubbish then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like let me go fast, and you know.
Yep.
There we go.
And I'm not a racing driver. I'm just playing a computer game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Divinity you brought up.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. It looks gruesome and dark and gory.
Do you know what?
That's kind of all I love.
I didn't even put it on the list because I started watching the trailer and went, another CGI load of rubbish. So I skipped it. And the only reason I went back and then added it to the list we've got is because I saw everyone online being like, oh my God, it looks amazing. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should watch that and put it back on the list. And then again, it's a classic, here's a CGI movie. What's the game? Nobody knows.
No idea.
I got huge Diablo vibes from this. I felt like it could have been a Diablo expansion. You know, like it could have like ended with that guy getting crucified and morphing into this like weird, like mutant, monstery demon thing, and then being like Diablo 4 next expansion. Like I'd be like, okay, cool. Now I know what I'm getting. Yep. But the image at the end of that weird amalgamation of like bodies and whatever is going on in that is really grotesque. That image has been shared around, I think, by Jeff Keighley online for the past couple of weeks, and everyone's been trying to guess what it is, like what the game is, what's going on, and now we know it's Divinity, and it's quite a shocking trailer. There's like sexual scenes in it. There's like really grotesque, like, you know, like cannibalism stuff going on. There's like dismemberment. There's like people getting crucified and like demons coming out and stuff. And like it's like the Burning Man festival. Like they're all like partying. Someone's getting fried, and then at the end they all die. Like, okay, cool. Yeah. And that was it. They didn't tell you anything else about the game. I was like, okay, that was pretty horrifying.
Kind of frustrated me, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get. Yeah.
But it could be cool. It could be a really interesting Control.
Oh wow!
Resonant.
Yes. Wow.
Indeed, I agree with your note, which just says "wow." Yeah, wow. I agree.
What's that movie? Because we've just talked about movies where Matey's in like a dream state, and there's like buildings that go on forever. Like it was like the biggest movie of the 2010s.
With Leonardo DiCaprio in it?
Yes.
Inception.
That is exactly the vibes I get from this trailer.
I agree with you.
And I was like, it's kind of Inception meets the Doctor Strange stuff. It's that mixed together. I'm well hyped for this. I haven't even played the original Control. And the only reason I'm so hyped is because I love Remedy. They're one of my all-time favorite games like companies. I absolutely love them. So I need to go and play Control. I've got it. I just haven't found the time to play it yet, but this looked phenomenal. I was glued to this trailer as much as I was Resi 9 trailer. I was just like, wow.
Yeah. It genuinely looks exciting, and like you say, they don't tend to miss the mark. So yeah, wow, I agree. Wow. Other wow is, of course, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis.
Yeah,
this could be wow, could be
well, the biggest wow,
it's hit and miss.
The biggest wow for me wasn't the game. It was who's making it. As soon as I saw that splash up on screen, I was like, Amazon Games? Didn't they just get like go under like last week? I was like,
yes.
Hang on a second, what's going on here? So
for those of you that didn't catch up, Amazon slashed thousands of employees. They cut most of the game studios. They closed the entire MMO department, and they've passed off a lot of development and of their AAA games, and this one included, to Crystal Dynamics. So it's still technically owned by Amazon, but
they just washed their hands of it. They went, someone else deal with it.
yeah. I think that's the case. Obviously, we don't have insider info.
No, yeah.
And Tomb Raider games have this horrible habit of being either incredible or awful, and they never sit in the middle.
One or the other, yeah. And I was,
one or the other.
As soon as I was watching this, I was like, I mean, again, cool CGI trailer, wicked. Like, it looks very cool. But I put my head into like, Tomb Raider 1, 2, 3, like the new ones from like 2013 or whatever. Those games are impeccable. Like, they are incredible games, I think, at least.
Yep.
And so I'm like, can it live up to that? Because replaying those old games now, and I say old because they're like 10 years old now, they literally live up now. Like, if you start playing one of those and you've never played one, you'll feel like that game came out like last week. Like, they look phenomenal. Like, so, and the gameplay's incredible. So I feel like this has got a lot to live up to. Like, a lot to live up to. So if it's nothing short of incredible... don't know where I feel with it.
Yeah, and it's how much have they modernized the genre as well, and rather than just because the old style doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
it's too lonely. It's too complicated. We had this conversation when we were talking about Metroid Prime 4 and the slight need for companionship in single player games now. So it's a tough one to sell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is in the truth of that. But it's exciting to see how it goes. It's not one I'm going to rush out and buy day one when it comes out, but I always keep an eye on them because I'm always intrigued.
Yes.
I probably will get it at some point.
Yeah, it really depends on what the gameplay looks like because we haven't really been shown any, like...
Yeah.
And I can't even think of who made the 3, like, redos, like the most modern 3. I can't remember who made
off the
those.
top of my head. I can't remember.
No, me either. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it because I always enjoy Tomb Raider, but I feel like it's got a lot to live up to. So we'll see how it goes.
Right, Andy.
Yeah.
Any other announcements you want to share? Because
there was one.
I want to talk about my favourite game. There was one. Okay.
Yeah, there was one which I was. Well, there's two. There's one as a glassing comment of haha. But there was one that I thought looked really cool, which looks like a cool indie game called Out of Words, which is Naomi and Bag Boy, which I think looked really cool because I'm really big on stop motion animation. I always have been ever since a kid.
Oh, it was the claymation game.
And so I've always enjoyed animation in general. I've played around doing it myself when I was at college and stuff. It was really cool because I did a games design course and we actually could do some sort of animation. I was like, I'm doing stop motion animation. And so, it was really cool. So I saw this and it just reminds me of Harold Halibut and stuff like that. And it's a co-op platformer. So I was like, this looks wicked. I really like the look of that. So I just wanted to shout that one out because I almost passed by it until I saw it stop motion and went, okay, that's cool. And I find it really funny that they like ended on High Guard, which was basically Overwatch meets Concord. But it's so I kind of find it
about Concord.
Yeah. So like I was kind of watching that like, is this the big thing? Like, okay, really? Like
that's an interesting point, actually. There wasn't like the climactic big reveal.
No, it was this. So for me, I couldn't care less about these kind of games. So I'm kind of glad that there were so many single player announcements, and it wasn't just Concord like over and over and over and over again. Because it's just not my thing. But for the good thing is this is made by the people that did Titanfall and Apex Legends, so we can expect it to be good if you like those kind of games. True. Because I know people really highly rate those games. Again, it's just not I'd rather play a single player game.
Yeah, Apex is good. It's a tight game. There's nothing technically or like visually that you can say is wrong with it.
Yeah,
it's good. It's kind of pointless talking about the winners of the Game of the Year awards because
there's only one.
Let's face it, it was only like one game was released last year. Expedition 33 basically won everything.
Yeah, it did.
And I'll be honest, I will say deservedly so.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved that. My experience with it was unreal. I had to complete it. It was that good. Like I couldn't put it down. And it's not often I get experiences like that where I have to keep playing this.
Yeah.
Like there's good games come out and you're looking forward to playing them.
Yes. Yeah.
But and it was a surprise.
Yeah.
I think that was the nice thing with Expedition 33. It was a surprise.
I think that's the thing because I remember when they very first announced it and I was a bit like, I don't know about
French
that.
JRPG.
Yeah. And then when I saw it was like turn-based kinda and stuff, I was like, I don't know about that. And then obviously when it came out properly, it's very cool. Again, I didn't really play it. My wife played some of it, maybe like a third of it, and then gave up because she kind of got bored. But I really enjoyed the art style, the direction, the theme, the story. Like everything was right in there. If it was an action combat game, I would have continued playing it from where she left off. But yeah, it's the combat that kind of like put me off of it, even though I know people love it.
It was difficult. I will say it's difficult. It was difficult to get into. It took maybe a week of playing, like a good, be conservative and say that's like 10 to 14 hours of playing.
Yeah. For
it really to like start to make sense, the combat, and like click.
Yeah.
And start to enjoy it. And I'll be honest, only really by the end did I really truly enjoy the combat. Up to then it was just like, oh, this is how you do it, I'm just going to get through it.
Yes. Yeah.
I wish more was known about the game before it came out, is one thing I'll say. Because how I approached playing it was all wrong up until my end chapter.
Yeah.
If I'd known more about the game, I think you would approach it totally differently.
Okay.
But that being said, it was a standout experience. I believe I'm right in saying it only cost them $10 million to make the game.
Wow. They would have made a lot of profit on that one then.
In an era where you're like the AAA games, the typical Game of the Year contenders are hundreds of millions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're looking at...
Look at GTA 6, which is going to be like 8 quazillion, tillion, billion, million.
It's going to cost more than the sun.
There's actually more money that's on planet Earth. That's how much money Rockstar have gathered for that game.
Yeah. So in an age where games are costing for like a ridiculous amount, it's amazing that this was as good as it was. A team of 32 plus one dog, like amazing. I'm like, it's amazing to see. And I think there's, if I'm honest, in my experiences of like true standout moments of the year of recent games, I think there's a kind of feeling about that of maybe supporting the underdog or just the unexpected, and that the old guard maybe have got lazy, or I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But there's two games that really stand out in my mind from this year. There's a lot that I enjoyed. Yeah, and we'll go through some of them, but there's a few that really stand out. Expedition 33, Ark Raiders, and Silksong. Three I want to pick out as like really stood out. And Ark Raiders in particular was a surprise. Yeah, as well. And again, it wasn't from the big names.
Yes, yeah. It was not the one of the AAA people. By any means, yeah, and I love that, and that's what I think. That's why Expedition 33 stands out in my mind, is because it came out of nowhere. I had kind of low expectations for it, and it exceeded them. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like these are the best games where they just come out of nowhere with a real passionate team, rather than just churning them out, kind of like Ubisoft, and stuff like that, and just hoping for a hit. When you've got like a real passionate core team, which will be the same for Ark Raiders, where they really believe in their vision and their gameplay, and they're like, yes, and they're really relying on it. Like, that is their game. That's it. They ain't got 20 others on the backlog, like, burning away, and I've really enjoyed those kind of games because you feel it. It's the same with movies and music, when there's passion involved there, like, it makes it feel special. And I feel like you definitely got that sense from Expedition 33. I've not played Ark Raiders. I want to at some point, but I equally don't like, I would certainly rage quit just if someone killed me and took all my stuff. I can't bother. Like, I don't like stuff like that personally, So I don't want to buy it because I might just play it once and go, meh. But it looks cool. Like, I like the look of it. Cool. I like looter shooters and stuff. I'm just a bit on the back burner with. I used to love PvP stuff when I was younger. Now I kind of don't. Like, unless it's just like arcade shooters, and that's it. Like, so I don't know. Like, it's a tough one, but I can see where the love of that game comes from, and it feels like they've really put their heart and soul into the game.
You can feel it, can't you?
Yes, like I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you there.
It's lovely. It's lovely that we're getting these surprise moments. I'll see Expedition 33, just to go back to that whilst it obviously is the star of the show. What a awesome case study for slightly smaller studios going on to Game Pass.
Yes. Yeah.
I would have never touched that game.
Oh, absolutely.
If it wasn't for Game Pass.
Yep.
And I would argue that a lot of people that experienced it for the first time, and a lot of the word of mouth that came out and content that got put out about it, was people that were playing it on Game Pass because it was a free risk. It came out the same time frame as South of Midnight, as Expedition 33, and Doom Dark Ages. It was the same direct that they got announced on. I remember we covered it, and then they all came out around the same time. And I was like, I'll just try it because it's on Game Pass. I'll just see. It's a free install, isn't it? There's
that there is like the biggest thing. Like if we put Arc Raiders on Game Pass, I'd play it. There you go. And then I'd probably go, you know what, this is really good. And then what would I do? Keep playing it. But because I've got to pay for it, even though it's a affordable, like it's a good price. Like I think it's
£30, I think.
Yeah, it's a really good price. I'm not shelling that out because I've got to pay it twice for my wife to play as well. So now I've got to play double for something that I literally might play once. If it was on Game Pass, it's the opposite. It's a risk-free trial, and then you know what? If I love it, I keep playing it. It was the same with, you brought up South of Midnight. I remember that direct where we saw Expedition 33 and both of us were like, meh, that looks alright, like whatever.
Yeah.
South of Midnight, we were like, meh, still looks alright. And then we were like, yeah, Doom, yeah, like whatever. yeah. And then when South of Midnight came out, I was like, oh yeah, that's that weird like kind of stop motion-y kind of thing. That's why I give it a chance, because it had a bit of stop motion. I thought it kind of looked a bit janky because it was a bit like twitchy. You can turn that off in the game. But because it was on Game Pass, I loaded it up. I love that game. It's really good. It's an action 3D platformer, and it's wicked. I mean, it's pretty dark, the story, but it's a really good game that I would have never have touched if I had to buy it. And so I'm all with you on Game Pass being like a really good thing for smaller, studios. Yeah.
And there's actually, in our 128 KB Game of the Year nominees, it's not a surprise actually a lot of them are on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we're both tight.
Yeah.
Don't like buying games.
I like buying games, but games that are really old that I wanted to play like 15 years ago for like £1.
Games that you're definitely going to play, yeah?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yes, so of course there was Expedition 33. The next one, Doom the Dark Ages.
Yes.
You've got the Doom chair, which is actually a perfect setup for it.
I do have the Doom chair. Yeah.
Absolute, I was going to say return to form, but I mean, it's not like they ever really lose their form, Doom games.
No, they don't. I've really enjoyed Dark Ages. I liked the inclusion of like the shield and feeling like medieval,
being in it was cool.
I think
like you're in the combat.
The best way of playing it will be on Switch 2 with mouse mode.
Yes.
I really do think like when they launch that handheld mouse mode, yes please. If not, then I suppose you've got the Legion Go 2, which has the same kind of situation. But yeah, Doom the Dark Ages, wicked game. I really, really enjoyed that. So I think that's a good one in there as well.
I've put this in here, this next game, because everyone was hyped about it. It'd been a long time coming. And on paper, we both would love this game. Silksong. Hollow Knight Silksong. It's a Metroidvania. It's right up our alley. It's perfect handheld game.
Yeah.
It's no surprise that they were showcasing it on the Xbox Allies when they launched.
Yep.
Kind of launched at the same time. Look, it's fantastic, and I understand why it gets universal acclaim, but I find it a bit slow and a bit too... Here's the thing, I find it too much on the Castlevania side of the Metroidvanias.
right,
rather than on the Metroid side. I prefer the speed of like Metroids, as opposed to the kind of sluggishness of Castlevanias. Do you know?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Silksong fits squarely on the kind of Castlevania side of it.
Yeah, for me, it's the kind of there's no hand holding at all, like none.
Yeah.
So when you get stuck, you've got no idea where you're going to do. You're going to have to go to a walkthrough, or you're just going to have to sit there and grind it out for like hours. And the game's grown on me over time, just because I kept playing it around the time of launch for like filming stuff. If a product came out or like, whatever, I'd load up my save, play a bit, like, quit. And so I started to enjoy it more the more I played it. But it's definitely not like my favorite Metroidvania in any means. I'm on more of the side of like a bit meh than like really love it. And I totally get why people do love these games. But for there's just something that doesn't click as much with me.
Yeah.
And I want to like it.
I was trying to contextualize it. It's like maybe it's the slower pace of combat or it's the movement. I don't know what it is. But when... A controversial take, and you can shoot me down in the comments for it, but like, I prefer the Prince of Persia.
Oh, hands down. There's no question about that. The Lost Crown is one of the best Metroidvanias to have released in like the past 15 years.
Yeah. And I think that's because it's quicker. I think maybe I'm more lazy now. There's more hand-holding in that game. It's kind of easier to navigate.
But you can turn it off. That's the thing. There's accessibility options. No, but the thing is if you just want to enjoy the game, you can literally put guidance on, and there's various degrees of guidance. So like you can have it like full-on punishing, like so you have to figure it out yourself, like no help. Or you can have it be like, okay, we're just kind of like gently push you towards the direction where you might want to go, or you can have it of like go there, so that's great. Silksong, none of that. It's just where you going? Who knows? Like
it's stand out, and everyone was really excited for it, and is really excited post launch. It's there. It has to be mentioned as one of the game of the year.
It's cool, but it's
My early vote for game of the year, right at the start of 2025. Was Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, was it called?
Yeah.
I loved this. Like, loved this. I had such a wicked time playing that game. It was like playing a movie the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's very, very good.
Is it the best kind of movie franchise game?
Ooh. I think it's... I think it's even more shocking to us because we thought it was going to suck.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like when we kept watching the like 4-hour documentaries that they kept releasing on it, like they might as well just shown a full playthrough of the whole game. But when they kept doing these like really long drawn out stuff, and we're like, man, I don't know if this is going to work. Like going to first person, third person thing. The
first person thing, like, I'm not sure about it.
I felt like it could have looked a bit janky, but then when it actually came out,
the movement looked like it was going to be sluggish and stuff as well.
But when it actually came out, amazing. Like I loved it. I didn't complete it like you did, but really, really good.
Absolutely loved it. It was beat for beat. I think it was brilliant, and I can't think of many movie franchise games that have had a better adaptation. They obviously spent a long time on it.
Yeah,
it was really, really clear.
And the guy's voice acting was insane.
So good.
I thought it was actually him. I thought it was
Harrison Ford the whole time.
Like, or they created like an AI soundboard or whatever. Yeah. No, it was like I can't remember the guy's name. I'm sorry, but it was an actual voice actor. Like what? Crazy.
And he didn't. Here's the thing: Game of the Year awards. He didn't get a look in.
Wow. Yeah, he should have had his own thing of like best voice acting, because that was like I think he sounds more like him than actual Harrison Ford.
Best performance went to Jennifer English in Claire Obscura, Expedition 33.
Oh, they just paid them all off, didn't they?
I mean, she was very good, but I mean, he was such a standout and noticeable performance.
Incredible.
Battlefield 6 actually won Best Sound.
Really?
Best
explosions.
Best audio design. Yeah, it is amazing, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's the best bit about that Battlefield game is the sound design.
Oh, okay, fair. I've only played it with the sound really low, so...
It's full on. They've done a really good job with it. It's notable that it's Battlefield is back. Battlefield is back to as good as Battlefield can be. I've just realised I've moved on from Battlefield is all.
Yeah, fair enough.
When I thought that I was a Battlefield lover and I got that and I realised, nope, don't love this.
Yeah. You're now a COD fanboy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I've not played Call of Duty for ages.
Yeah, because you've been playing Ark Raiders.
Because I've been playing Ark Raiders.
There you go.
We've got to talk about Ark Raiders. We're there. I wasn't going to, but we're there. Game that, when they first started showing it, I was kind of excited because it kind of looked like it'd be quite cool. I liked the idea of fighting robots. I'm a child. Of course I like the idea of fighting robots. So this looks like it'd be quite good fun. It turned out to be PvPvE and a looter, and I was unsure, and an extraction game. I was like, they're just chucking everything into this. I'm not sure. It's like they put all the letters together and it's gone, this one. When you give it time, I think it is the perfect multiplayer game. It did win best multiplayer game in this.
Yes, yeah, we did talk
cool.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, the bits that you talk about being worried about are 100% real. They're real concerns the whole time you play it, and that makes the game interesting because you don't just fight everything and everyone. You're like, do I, don't I? Do I hide?
Yeah.
Do I run?
Yeah, no, I'm
scared.
I just spent
Please come and help me.
I spent so much time because my wife loves these games, and I just don't. Like, just don't. I'd rather go read like a freaking magazine or something. Like, there's a game called Rust. It's ancient now. Yeah, and it's one of those base builders. You start naked. You've got to go and like chop down trees, get your clothes. Yeah. You literally have nothing. And you work your way up, and it's PvPv. No, it's just PvP, I think. No, I think there is VE as well. But anyway, like, you log off, your base is still there. You can log in, and everything's gone. You're dead, and you literally start from the beginning. And I just can't think of anything worse. What a waste of time. Do you know what I mean? Like, everything you've done, you've just burnt. Like, nah. I can't be bothered with that. I come from like old school MMO playing, you know, like all the way back from like RuneScape and stuff like that, you know, Lineage and WoW and loads of weird Korean ones where you spend thousands of hours building up like this incredible character, and you don't like get shot down in any means. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just annoys me about that.
I think you have overthought what Ark Raiders is.
No, I get it.
If there was a way of lending it to you, you don't lose everything.
No, but if you had your best gear on, and then you jump in and get killed, you've lost it, haven't you?
Yeah, but it's actually quite easy to get stuff back.
So if you had like a legendary weapon that like 0.001% of players in the game had, and you lost it, you can get it back.
Yeah, you'd lose it.
Oh no,
obviously not, because you've said there's 0.001.
Yeah, so there's enough reason for me to just go, nah, like, I'm not interested. Like, I would just rage quit, and then I'd be pissed off that I'd spent money on a game that I've played once. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't invest time in that. It's like gambling in real life, like having a mansion and you're a millionaire, and then you walk outside, and then all of a sudden you've got nothing again. So what's the point?
I love how much you're overthinking a game.
It just annoys me. I love that people love this game. I do. But I couldn't think of anything worse to like waste my time on.
I'm going to bring you back down to a calm and happy place, Andy, and talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Now that is a game that I really enjoy. Can I smash stuff? Yes. That's it. That's the whole point of the game. I love it.
Wow. How is it up on the soapbox anyway?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm just chilling here with Donkey Kong.
I don't know how you went from losing a gun in Ark Raiders to gambling a mansion away.
It's the same thing. Same thing. the same emotion.
Just, yeah. Donkey Kong Bonanza was... I know... The problem is, at the time we called it like the first true Switch 2 game and stuff, which felt like a little bit of a disservice to Mario Kart World, which is also on my list.
Yes.
But it kind of was. Mario Kart is... well, firstly, it was a Switch 1 game that they just delayed until the Switch 2.
So is Donkey Kong,
Donkey Kong... yeah, that is a fair point.
Yeah.
Just Donkey Kong felt like a real next-gen experience.
Yeah, no, I do agree with
Nintendo.
you. Yeah, I totally agree with where you're going with that. Mario Kart's Mario Kart. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's Mario Kart. Like, Donkey Kong definitely felt like they'd taken that Switch 1 game and then expanded upon it to make it into a Switch 2 game. And it really felt like it. Like, I mean, it looks great. The mechanics are amazing. I still can't believe you can literally destroy everything in every map if you're like crazy enough to spend like 2 hours just sat there smashing. You know, like, that's cool, but you can do it. Like, I really enjoyed that game. I think it's very, very fun. And before it came out, I thought, I wasn't that excited about it. What they showed, I was like, bit meh. And then when...
like the preview events and stuff, we didn't even go and play it.
No. And then when we actually came down to, like, when it came out, like, totally different experience. I was actually happy with how it played. And it surpassed my expectation, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I think what's quite nice with a lot of games on this list, they surpassed my expectation. The ones that really stood out to me, Ark Raiders was one of them. I wasn't really expecting it to be as good as it was. I went into it trepidation. Expedition 33. But Donkey Kong Bonanza as well, yeah, that definitely... It was a really nice surprise. And I remember the emotion from like the very first like opening kind of tutorial section where you're... Before the world's all messed up and you're just in the mines. I was like, this game's going to be great. This game's going to be so much fun. It's lovely that it has this perfect balance of being a very linear platform adventure game.
Yes.
But also, at the same time, manages to give you a sense of complete freedom.
Yes.
Like, you've got to go there. You can go there whenever you want, and you can go there in whatever way you want. Take your time, but that's where you need to go. That's
what I liked about it, because I didn't get that open world dread. You know, like, it was like, oh, I know I've got to go there, do I? Cool, I won't.
Yeah.
So I just turned around, and because you're like you're like on a 3D plane. Do you know what I mean? You can go in any axis. It's not just walk over. You can just smash down and like go down or any direction. Like each like zone's like way bigger than you think when you think you can go through the entire like environment. So I just had such a blast knowing I know where I need to go. But I'm just going to smash around, find bananas and stuff. Like, it's just such a light-hearted, fun game. And I really enjoy that game. Yeah, I really enjoy that game.
One thing that's a surprise with it is the deeper you get into it, it doesn't lose that sense of fun.
Yeah.
And that's quite rare. Quite often games like that will start real high energy and fun, and then as they get deeper into it and it gets a bit more difficult, they lose that. But it kept that really well as far in as I got, and I didn't complete it, but I got quite far through. I did try and pick it up again a couple of weeks ago, and I just had that annoying thing that we all have when you've not played a game for ages and you're like, I can't even remember what the buttons are.
Yeah.
And I need to go back and I'm right in the middle of something that's complicated. No idea what that is. You really enjoyed South of Midnight, didn't you? I didn't like it at all. I tried it. It was Game Pass, so it was free. I did a couple of nights playing it, and I was like, I just can't get into this.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, again, I've always really loved like action platformers, you know. So
yeah,
I think it was a surprise. I really liked, even though the story is really dark, I really liked where the story takes you. It grips you from the start, I found, and really pulls you through this narrative whilst you not really knowing what's going on, but you can kind of get the idea as stuff progresses. The one thing that annoyed me about it was the HDR implementation is broken. So there's like one level you get to and you've just got to turn HDR off because it is just so overblown. I spent ages trying to fix this, and it's just there's like no fix for it, so you just kind of got to drop it down. And I've tried it on multiple HDR monitors as well, all different, all certified and stuff. It's just broken, so they need to fix that like one zone. But other than that, I really enjoy it. I like the gameplay style. I like going off the beaten track and finding secret stuff. I like the weird like superpowers you have. Like it's just fun, and it's fairly straightforward. Like it's a fairly linear game, but there's plenty of, you can go where you feel like you shouldn't be able to go, you can, and there'll be a secret item there or whatever. And I just like that old school vibe. Felt like a modern old game, and it really ticked my boxes there. You know, I liked it.
Yeah, it just never clicked with me. There's a few honourable mentions I want to get through. I'm just going to read them out, and then I want you to vote on what your favourite game was. Before that, of course, Metroid Prime 4. We've just talked about it. It's just happened. I guess the cut-off, it didn't make the Game of the Year awards because it's only just launched.
Yeah, it only came out, just recently.
Whether it would make it into the contention for any of these awards, I don't know. Probably a bit south of the mark on that. Split Fiction. I know that's right up your street, co-op.
Oh, Split. Yeah, that's an amazing game. I love that company. Yeah.
Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely broken on Switch is the only problem.
Yeah. See, I straight away. Well, we got gifted it from Sega, didn't we?
Yeah.
On Steam. Yeah, they gave it to us just because we sweetened them up in the airport coming back.
We just bumped into them in the airport. It's like, I'll give you a copy. Oh, there you go.
Nice. Really nice.
Incredible game. Love the style. Just broken on Switch, which was a shame. Avowed.
Yeah, I know you don't like it. I really enjoyed it.
No,
my wife
don't.
loves it. She's like 100%ing it. Like she's literally not putting it down. Yeah. It's her like number one game to play if she's not playing like an online thing is Avowed.
I did 2 nights was the thing. 2 nights of playing it, and it just didn't click at all. Yeah. That's typically what I give a game. Yeah, if it doesn't get me straight away. I did the same with South of Midnight. You summed it up really well. It's like you were expecting it to be Skyrim, though, weren't you?
Yeah.
And it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's like, didn't like the combat. It didn't feel right. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remastered. I have to give it a mention because I was hyped for it and I still love it.
Yes. I really enjoy it. I feel like I didn't get as much fun out of it compared to 1 and 2. Do you know what I mean? No. Because it had been so long. When 1 and 2 came out, I was like, yeah! Like, and I loved it. Like, really, really good. And then 3 and 4 arguably are probably better because there's more stuff to do, different maps and stuff. But I just didn't get the same hype. Like, I don't know why.
My experience of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in general was 1 and 2 were the best ones. For me. I preferred 1 and 2.
For me, it's all Underground. Tony Hawk's Underground is the standout by far best. And so because it wasn't that...
Do you think that's coming next?
I hope so, because that's where my disappointment with 3 and 4 came. Like, when they announced that, I was like, should have just been Underground. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, meh. So I really enjoy them, but because it wasn't Underground, it wasn't as exciting to me.
Yeah. And of course, we had the Oblivion remaster as well, which was broken.
Always.
It's
Bugfesta. There we go. Just like they released the Switch 2 version of Skyrim the other day and did nothing. It's just the same thing again. Okay, cool.
I didn't quite comprehend or understand why or what the point of that was. Just the fact that it's available.
Pointless. Like, if you have the original Switch version like I have from 2017, you got to pay £20 to upgrade it. Right? If you don't have a copy at all, it's pretty much full price at like over £50. The only way you can get it for free is if you bought the digital like deluxe edition or whatever, like the anniversary edition. Like, I would argue more people probably have the original 2017 physical like me than the like random anniversary edition they released a few years ago. So like the fact that it's not a free upgrade is despicable. Like, and it's crap. It's still 30 FPS on a Switch 2. This game's like 400 years old. Like,
I was just going to say, it's not like they've tweaked anything. So why buy it?
No, there's no reason. Nah. If you've got one of the other copies, just play that.
Yeah, because it's going to be the same. Like, I just don't get it. Don't get it.
It's pointless.
So, what I want to do, Andy, is I want to press you for your 128 KB Game of the Year.
Man, that is so hard. It really is hard. I'm going for fun levels here, right?
Yes,
just pure fun levels. Nothing else matters. Just the amount of fun I had playing it.
I know where you're going.
I think it's Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Ooh, banana!
Yeah, I really do think so. And as much as I'm a massive Metroid fan, I'm not far enough in that I feel like I can fully say that is my favorite game of the year. You know, like it's right up there, but I haven't actually like played enough of it for me to have like to confidently say that. You know,
completely agree with you on Metroid. That it's good. I don't know how good it is yet.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. But,
yeah. I will say it hasn't gripped me as much as the others, but I need to give it more time.
Yes, yeah.
It's difficult because there's some real standout moments this year.
There is, yeah.
I'm going to ignore Expedition 33. If I'm honest, it's my game of the year. It's obviously it's obvious that it won everything for a reason.
Yeah.
There has been no experience this year that has gripped me in every emotion. Like excitement, I want to play it. The intrigue of the story, how is it going to play out? It's like it was one of the best games in recent years as well. Not just this year. It really stands out.
I like the stark difference there of because everything you were saying about Expedition 33, I was agreeing with Donkey Kong. Like the story really gripped me. I'm like monkey, bananas, smash. I was like, yes. Yeah. So you're like, I've got this really sophisticated game. I'm like, give me the bananas.
Ooh, banana.
So yeah, there we go.
I don't think enough love has been shown to Indiana Jones.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was just released poorly time-wise in the year, and people have just forgotten about it. Do you know what I mean? Like that's all it is. I think it's a phenomenal game. I want to go back and complete it. It's a very, very good game, and I enjoyed it because I really didn't think I was going to, because I thought it was going to suck, and it doesn't. It's really good.
It's really good.
Isn't it coming out on Switch too? I want to say that it's coming out on Switch too. I might be wrong. I know it's come out on PlayStation. But
bear with me whilst I use Google to find out. Coming out on Switch 2.
No.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for Nintendo Switch 2. Yes. Confirmed release window for 2026.
There we go.
Dude, I totally forgot that was happening.
Yep, me too, until you just said it then. And then I was like, wow. Like,
now, will you get it for the Switch 2?
Oh, no, I won't, because I've got it on Game Pass.
I know. That's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's obviously a problem there. God, it's difficult. My alternate top 3 is... There's more. It's too many. Is Indiana Jones, Ark Raiders, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is my alternate top 3 from Expedition 30. That's as refined as I'm making my list, all right? Okay. Don't push me any harder.
I'll say my top 3 then is obviously Donkey Kong Bonanza first. And then I would put Metroid Prime 4 second, just because of the sheer hype and everything. And I really enjoy it. Like, it's exactly what I want from it. And then number 3 is a real tough one. It's a real tough one because I really enjoyed South of Midnight, but I absolutely love Shinobi Art of Vengeance because
so good.
It just blew away my expectations. And I love the fact that Sega were like, you know what, we're going to go back, grab these titles that have died and revitalize them. And it is perfect. It's cool. Like, I love action side-scrolling platformers. I just like those kind of like those vibes. They're wicked, and it's a fantastic game.
I will say what's amazing about that Shinobi game is how excited it's made me for the other Sega games that they're rebooting.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, just saying about it then. I was like, I can't wait to see more from Sega,
Yeah, so some amazing games. we've harped on for too long already.
We have indeed, yeah.
I want to know what your guys' Game of the Year was. Obviously, Expedition 33 is winning everything. We get it. We get it. But if we were to ignore that, so your alternate games of the year, there's no wrong answers, apart from the Oblivion remaster, which I think is a wrong answer. Because that was a little bit broken. It was exciting, but a little bit broken. Anyway, no, let me know what your answer is for the Game of the Year. What was your favourite games of this year in the comments down below? And whilst you're down there, please do like the video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content. Yes. And what else should they do, Andy?
Become a member, and you get to chat to us on our private Discord as well.
Hell yeah. So until the next time.
Have a nice day.
Yep.